What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the NSRL Chummy Motorsports Cup Series from Kansas Speedway here today. Got a couple of heats coming your way, then we'll get underway with the action. The heats, not kicking anybody. We're just going to get the field set right. It's going to be some fun here today. It's rainy at the hey, a day at the beach is a better day, or better than any day at work, right? Isn't that what they say? Maybe you could be working though. Maybe you're writing a book on the beach. There's a possibility of that. Hopefully everybody's doing all right today. Hopefully you guys are feeling as calm and relaxed as Rick Helms is with his toes in the sand this week. Guys about ready to take the green flag. I'm pumped. I'm excited. We got Chummy and Christian going to get fired off in the front row here. Random draw puts these guys ahead. Let's see if one of them can take it all the way. If I was a field, I'd be nervous about that 9 machine in the back. Kyle Westwood, a wild card into 1 and 3 usually. Chummy gets started up on that bottom side, gets a little slower start. Ruse firing off behind him. He's got Roy Crocker. We'll see if that low side can hold steady, hold tight. Here through this one is Roy Crocker going to take the lead here quick and get that done. Christian Ruse right behind him. Then the 87 of Todd Liston. See what he's got as these three going at it. Kyle Westwood, a sharp run up to 4th place. We got 7 to go here in the heat. Inside the vehicle here, the 14, Christian Ruse. Holding a nice steady line behind Roy there. And you gotta, the top side's gonna be a little more stable. The low side is a little faster here today. And in these heats, they're not worried about their tires so much. So we'll see these guys definitely giving it a chance, making anything happen. Kyle now looking like he's gonna pull himself into 2nd place. What a run for the 9 machine of Kyle Westwood. And with it a few laps in, you got to feel like he's going to be somewhat steady now. He should be okay to hold on to it. Banging it out here. 5 to go now here in this first of 2 heats. Kyle getting a little loose. I spoke too soon. Christian Ruse going to take advantage of Ronald McDonald spinning there. Not spinning, but getting a little loosey-goosey on the throttle. Roy just taking off with this, however. Oh, Chummy doing the signature high five to the fan. He keeps it going. Now, Chummy's one that looks out for the fans. He wants to make sure everybody's getting their fill. The 14 of Ruse has a battle here now with Kyle as Kyle tries to pull himself back into that 2nd place. It would put him on 3rd to start the grid here today. He gets loose again up to that top side. Kyle's definitely going to have to take that into consideration as they draw into the feature event here tonight. The 14 of Ruse going to fall behind Kyle. If I'm him, I'm just going to stay steady there and wait for Kyle to mess up because every lap it seems like Kyle's getting loose up to that top side. The 14 staying strong, staying steady right now. See if he can hold on to it. Kyle didn't have the easiest run. He was trying to move turn 4 yesterday in the novice series. He has caught the backside of Roy Crocker now. They get to 2 to go. Let's see if the 9 machine of Westwood can pull in front of Roy. Make something happen out in the lead now. He works down to the low side. Not quite to his side yet. He's going to pull back behind him on the backstretch into 3. Westwood still behind the 6 of Crocker. Gonna follow him here to the white flag. ButtKicker Gamer 2 final lap is upon us. Immerse yourself in the game. Feel what you've been missing. Final lap here at Kansas Speedway in this first heat. Watching that 9 machine try to get to that backside of the 6 and get around. He's got to the back. He's looking down to the low side here through 3. It's going to be a close one. Oh, no! Kyle boots him! Kyle boots him! They get close. They almost touch out of there. That's going to back Roy up to 3rd. If I'm Roy, I'm turning Kyle. What a run there. Woo! The 9 of Westwood pulls that one off. Christian Ruse in 2nd. Roy Crocker, P3. He is not going to be happy with his teammate there. What a bold move by Westwood, the Wizard. Chuck Knob going to start on the top of this one. Hollywood Casino. I've been there. I've won some money. Got Mike Hamlin in 2nd. Mike Hamlin, you're clear, bud. You're clear. Will Bustler in 3rd. Marquise Smith in 4th. Evan Ethel 5th. Tanner Thusch in 6th. Scott Schroeder in 7th. Play me a song, baby. Play me a song. We got Dave Hunt in 8th. And Taylor Gentry firing off all alone. There's no one there besides him. 8 laps more here. One more heat. We will be to that feature event. Guys, thanks so much for tuning in to CWTV here this afternoon. We appreciate each and every one of you. Check out BWSPORTS1.com. And again, it's BWSPORTS1.com for all of the fun and excitement that we got going on over here at the network. That's us at Checkers and Wreckers. That's the guys at Black and White Sports. That's how we do it. Everybody there. We got Super Kicking It with Steven. We got some inspiration by Monica P. Just come on over. Have a good time. You guys heading down the backstretch. Gonna head around into turn 1. See how they work this one out. We can work it out. We can work it out.
Look, first half of the turn. Yes.
Just, I know you're probably explaining that all to Roy because he's probably a little mad right now. Why don't you explain it to the, he says he's good. Roy's a good guy. I think inside, Roy's going to dump you, and he's got all the right to dump you, sir, as we get this green flag started. Run us through that last lap there for that win.
Just kind of dove it into turn 3, knowing it was risky to run that bottom line because the second you try it, that thing just snaps free in the center of the turn.
Did you tell Roy that you were going, or did you just surprise him?
What was that?
You guys are on a team together. Did you talk at all, or was it just a surprise? I'm here.
No, I think he knew I was going to try something going into 3, which is, I mean, he crowded me towards the bottom, which I don't blame him at all. It's exactly what I would have done. But then I just slipped up and got loose and pushed up into him.
The Wizard Westwood gets into Roy there. What a run for that win, keeping it exciting. Hopefully we'll see that same excitement here going through as these guys going 2-3 wide here. Kyle, good luck.
All right, thank you, sir.
You got it. Westwood, the Wizard. Look at Chuck. He's staying strong, trying to hold off that 28 of Mike Hamlin. They cross the line side by side still. These guys going at it. They're having a good old time. Tanner Thusch catching up to this pack now. The 22 up to that top side there as well. He's keeping it steady. That's Marquise Smith. He's looking down to the low side on the 28 of Mike Hamlin. He's going to get around there. Can he keep it there? Can he push it? Looks like he's going to get that 22 machine up and around the 28 there of Hamlin. That was a battle for the lead right there. Hamlin just scrubbing the wall a little on the exit of the turn. We got 5 to go here at Kansas in this second heat. Thusch now going to battle for the front. Roy, everybody wants to know, are you going to take him out during the race? I would.
Well, I owe him a lot.
I think a lot is an understatement, sir. You got to run him harder than Dave Hunt and Ryan Newman combined.
Yeah, he don't sign my paycheck, so it don't matter.
Exactly, sir. Good luck there. Keep that excitement up. That was a solid heat race.
Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. Gotta love Roy Crocker there. What a good sport about that. A lot of guys, they'd be pretty upset. We got 3 laps to go here. The 22 of Marquis Smith, he's still in the front. He's pushing. He's got Tanner Thues coming up behind him. Not sure Tanner's going to have the time to get to that backside, but this is a track that Tanner knows very well. I do believe this is one of his favorite tracks on the circuit and maybe a hometown track for him as well. Cars are loosey-goosey. Let's look at the weather. As we got 2 laps to go. It's fairly chilly out there. A fairly chilly race, not hot on the track, so that at least should help the grip there. The 22, he's still out in the lead. Smith doing a great job holding off Tanner Thues in second. Tanner's going to try to do everything he can, but I think that gap is just too big here on this final lap. ButtKicker Gamer 2, immerse yourself in the game. Feel what you've been missing. 22, he is on fire. He's looking fast. He was fast yesterday in that race as well. We'll look to see if he can keep it consistent, though, because he had a little trouble keeping out of the wall there yesterday. It looks like we got a battle for 3rd place. Mike Hamlin, Will Bustler at the line. Mike Hamlin takes that one. You're clear, bud. You're clear. He takes 3rd place. Tanner Thues in 2nd. And Marquis Smith taking that win. Solid run there for the heats. We're going to move our way into the feature for 130 laps coming your way with the Wizard, Kyle Westwood, starting on the front of the field. He's got Marquis Smith up to that top side. Back behind him in row 2, Christian Ruse and Tanner Thues. In row 3, we got Roy Crocker and Mike Hamlin. Back in row 4, Todd Liston and Will Bustler. Sitting in row 5, Chummy Miller and Evan Ethel. Back in row 6, William Sharp and Dave Hunt. Row 7, we see Cody McFadden and Taylor Gentry. Row 8, Rowdy Burns and Chuckles. In row 9, David Saban and Scott Schroeder, the famous piano player, the pianist here in the NSRL. And in row 10, he's all alone. There's no one there besides him. It's David Cornell. We'll see how these guys round out the field tonight. It's going to be a good one. Who do you think takes it? Who gets this one done here today? Can the Wizard hold off the 22? It looked like Marquis Smith was a little more dominant than what we saw Roy and Kyle in that first heat. So it'll be a good run to see these guys as they head down the backstretch. And into turns 3 and 4, they will take the green flag this time by. Green flag waves. We are racing here at Kansas Speedway. The 22 getting a good jump to that top side. Kyle Westwood in the 9 getting a little slower start down to the bottom. Into 1 they go. He's got the 14 of Christian Ruse behind him pushing. The 4 of Tanner Thues looks 3 wide early for that 2nd place. They get close. They keep it going. He's making a move on Kyle to that low side. Kyle not strong off the exit. The 4, Tanner Thu's going to dip down low. Kyle already scrubbing the wall there a little bit. He's got to hold it steady. He's got to keep it clean. It's going to take a clean car, a clean ride here. We already got a caution. Let's see what happened. David Cornell. Oh! That was Rowdy. Let's see what happened to Rowdy Burns here. Lost it out of the turn there. It looked like he tried to save it. It just broke on him. Into Cornell he goes. That's going to be a tough one to come back from. The Wizards sitting in P1 right now. No, Tanner Thu's actually gets it by. Credit that to Tanner Thu's. So Thu's making a great run from, what do you get, 4th there? 4th place up to 1st in that first lap. Very nice. We're under our first caution of the day, guys. Thanks so much for tuning in to CWTV here. The Chummy Motorsports NSRL Cup Series. These guys are going to be taking the green flag here this time by. Rick saying by his calculations, he's looking good for the playoffs. You just got to add Taylor Gentry. Stay back there outside of the victory lane. Good way to celebrate on vacation. Green flag is out. We are underway with the action. Side by side here. Kyle looking like he wants to get around the 22 of Marquise and get it done, but he can't get to that low side in time. The 22 works his way under and around. Oh, the Tana Bustler gets a little loose. He saves that one. That was awfully close. Now the 4 of Thus keeping steady in the front. 22 and 9 behind him, holding that top side line. We'll see if that is the line, as Tanner prefers that low side for now. See how it works out for the 4 machine. Battle here, Chummy, Dave, and Taylor. Mike Hamlin, Kyle Westwood. We're going at it there. Hamlin's going to have to pull back. He's got Will Bustler looking to the inside. He gets back behind in line, back behind these guys. Christian Ruse, Roy Crocker side by side. Six of Roy Crocker going to pull out ahead of that one. Meanwhile, up in front of these guys, the 10 and the 28, they're battling. We got a three-way dance for the lead as Marquis Smith going to work to the top side. A little help from that 9 machine of Westwood. See if the Wizard puts himself into position to get around both of these guys possibly. As Tanner looking to take back the lead on the low side. Tries to get it up in front of the 22, but can't get it there just yet. He's going to have to try again. Trying to put that bumper out ahead of the 22. He's just holding a solid line right now. We got too wide for some time. You should have seen him in his heat. That was a doozy. As he's side by side now with the 4 of Tanner Thuse. A battle for second as Marquis Smith looks to have a clear on the lead now. Long run speed may be up on that top side. But with that said, can they hold that topside line? As it is a very tough run, keeping yourself out of the wall. I like to run that line that Todd's got right now. Right below that, whoa, white line as the 14 of Christian Ruse is sailing through the grass here. Can he woe it down? As he gets it, he puts it back up. What a save by the 14 machine, as he's going to be picking parts of his seat out of his rear for the next week. Taylor Gentry and the 38 of Evan Ethel battling. 38 down to the low side. Looks like he has the speed to get around the 8 machine of Gentry. As he does, he's going to work on the 3 of Dave Hunt as well. Try to get a little twofer once he can, if he can. As he do that low side. But that top side, if you get a good exit, the momentum, very beneficial. That slingshot definitely working around the top side here right now. I think it'll be a late, like Kyle, he got a groove going already, so now I think it'll be a late deal for him, but he will definitely not fare as well as he's doing right now, I don't think. If there's a weekly pick for a record, Kyle Westwood is that indeed. As he's actually catching the backside. Let's take a look real quick up at the front. Yeah, he's still got some distance there. Take it back to Taylor Gentry, Cody McFadden, Dave Hunt. Those guys battling out. Scott and Chummy going at it here, side by side, the 07, the 04. Scott looking down to that low side. Can he get around the 04? It looks like Chummy's going to let him on by. He says, go ahead. Go ahead. Three machine of Dave Hunt right now, keeping out ahead of Gentry. See if Gentry's able to pull up to him, make something happen. I want to say the fuel run here is about 50, roughly 50 laps. So we'll see a 2-stop strategy more than likely here today. See if we got any action as Tanner Thuse closing up on Kyle just a bit. Let's take a look from the inside of Tanner Thuse's ride. There we got Kyle in that big machine out ahead of him, seeing what he can put down. He's catching him. He's catching him quick here. Let's see if Tanner makes a move for Kyle. Into one. He had to back it off a little. It looks like Kyle not getting a great exit on there. Into the backstretch. The 4 machine of Thus going to pull up to the back of the 9. Into 3 and 4. See if he can make a run for him. I did it just for you. Oh, no! I was wrong. It wasn't late. It was not late at all. There goes the Wizard. He's going to need to use some of his magic now to pull it back up there. Leave it to Kyle. Lap 19 to 130. You got to stop mashing it. You got to stop mashing it.
Who was that?
That one felt weird. I brushed the wall and it, like, kicked me off of it.
You mashed it again. You're a masher, Kyle. Poor Dalton, that's all I got to say. These guys having a rough go at it. Kyle is, at least. You talk about a guy with some bad luck. Tanner, he probably puckered up a little bit when he saw Westwood get a little sideways. Or get a little slideways. They're all pushing Kyle back now. Just get back there where you belong, Kyle. Taylor's laughing. He's chuckling. He gets a little loose on the exit of the turn. By the way, Kyle, Downing gave you 10 laps. I said you would last till the end, so Downing wins this one, as much as I hate to say that.
I'm still in it.
You pretty much took yourself out.
There's like 0 damage on this thing.
We're talking to the 8th place finisher here today, Kyle Westwood, that 9 machine, Vic. Good run today here, Kyle, the Wizard. He needs a little black magic. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
I'm not done yet.
Oh, I thought I was out of the room here. He says, I'm not done yet. Not done yet. Well, that's debatable. He's sitting 11th, so 8th is pretty generous. Marquise now pulling out to a 1.5 second advantage over Tanner Thus. Looks like Evan Ethel, Dave Hunt, Roy Crocker, all these guys pretty close to each other. A 3-way battle now for 6th place. Dave going to look to the top side of Evan in the 38. He's making that run, making it possible. We'll move back there as Kyle's now starting to pull back through as he's got Cody McFadden up to his top side. That's a 64 there. Cody out in front of the 9, Kyle Westwood. steady now. Definitely starting to separate the good from the ugly. Guys giving a great run for it now as Roy Crocker down to the low side of the 87, the 38, and the 3. All working around Todd Liston there. Tanner still sits at that about 2.5 off of the leader now. And Will Bustler in third, Mike Hamlin fourth. Roy Crocker round out your top 5. Todd getting a groove back going, seeing if he can't progress back through the field, as we'll hit lap 30 this time by. Looking to the low side. He's going to have to pull back behind the 3 of Dave Hunt. Dave getting a little loose on the exit of 2, however. He's keeping it out in front now. Ethel working to the low side of the 64 McFadden. Gets around Cody McFadden there. Evan Ethel up into 8th place now. Around turns 3 and 4. The 38 gonna look to the low side of the 87 and the 3, so he saved up some of these tires for a late run here. Nothing wrong with that. Does get Todd. He's going to have to line up Dave and try another run around him as he goes to the low side now. Evan Ethel going to try to take away 6th place from Dave Hunt. Across the line, Hunt with the advantage still, but Evan, he's digging to that low side. He has got some late run speed here, but that top side again, if you're getting a good exit off of that momentum, just really pushing people forward and through on that low side. You see it right there as both Dave Hunt and Todd Liston are able to pull back ahead of the 38 of Evan Ethel. Meanwhile, up in the front, Tanner Thusch dropping a half second back again for Marquise Smith. Marquise really taking advantage of that clean air up in the front here at Kansas Speedway today. Again, he was on fire yesterday. As long as he can stay out of that wall, keep it clean, he'll be all right. Look at these guys. They're all bunching up. Here's the 87 down to the low side of Evan Ethel. The 8 of Taylor Gentry going to follow suit. You wonder how much Evan maybe tore up that tire he had maybe saved. Taylor working around the top side of Todd. Kyle going to try to follow suit as well. Todd puts it right up in front of Kyle there. Keeping him back behind him. Kyle going to work to the low side of Listen here. Try to get around for 9th. Can't get around just yet. He's going to have to hold it up here as Taylor Gentry works around the 64. The 64! Woo! Going up to that top side is Gentry getting loose on the exit of that turn. Looks like Gentry going to keep that speed up, however, keep it going. Kyle trying to hold off the 38 at Ethel now. Here comes Scott playing a song. You save some of those tires. He's going to push towards the front now. See if he can't collect another. Podium position here. He's got a long way to go. Still a long race, though. Evan has gotten much better. I give him loads of credit there. Evan Ethel in that 38 machine. Really turning the competition up this season. Cody McFadden, meanwhile, up a little farther ahead of those guys in that 64. He battles with the 87 of List, and he gets out ahead of that one. Now he's got Taylor Gentry in front of him. We got a good little battle here, all between 6th and really 5th through, let's see here, 12th. A solid grouping here of these guys. Let's take inside Scott Schroeder as he looks to watch all these guys battling it out right now. He's the back of this battling pack. Not a bad spot to be. Just let these guys keep racing each other. Keep in that group, and late in this run, you can have a good finish on your hands, no doubt. Guys battling out in front of Schroeder. He's doing a good job holding it steady, keeping it clean out here. You know who'd be the least improved or the farthest regressed, or yeah, whatever that would be? That would be Kyle Westwood. A one-time fighter for a title here. Kyle now has a hard time getting into the mid-pack. Just goes to show you the competition level and what's to expect here at the NSRL. You see Will Bustler there. He heads into the pits. He's coming out. A little different strategy there. Marquise, Tanner, all those guys up near the front. They pit here, so that's going to sit the front of this group is Roy Crocker now. The new leader here today is Dave Hunt right behind him. These guys battling for the lead now. We'll see how long these guys elect to stay out. Here's two guys that can really make a run just last. They just stretch it on out. .38 working around there. Evan Ethel up to the front now. And he goes there with some gusto. He fires ahead. It's like they shot him out of a cannon. What a run there by that 38 machine of Ethel. Put himself out in the front. I believe lap 65, we will see a caution. Todd Liston going to battle into that second place. He's going to work himself up in front of the 6, Roy Crocker. Kyle Westwood holding on to strings now as he's sitting behind Roy. Bustler in those new tires just soars on by. Kyle looks to the low side of Roy Crocker. If I'm Roy, I'm dumping him now. Now's the time. Put my left front into that right rear of Kyle and send him around, baby. Send him around. Give him a little payback from that heat race. Completely joking. We know Roy wouldn't do that. We all know it. Kyle holding steady. Meanwhile, Evan Ethel in the front holding on. Let's look at the difference, though, between these used tires and the new ones. Is Evan on used, Will Bustler behind him a lap down, coming through hot on some of these new rubbers here. You'll see him just move on by. Evan going to cross the line out ahead again. There goes Bustler up to the top side. He says, I'm going to go on by. I'm going to go on by. That's really going to push Evan's speed down as these tires get older. You need a lot of that track to push up. Oh, Rick comes back. He says, uh-oh. He calculated wrong. He said if Taylor finishes 9th or above, he's in right now. Currently, Taylor sitting in 6th. That's going to be an exciting run to see here. There's nothing Rick can do now but sit, watch, hope, relax, enjoy. We can keep up with it. We won't. Keep you updated, Rick, on Taylor's position here through the run. It's going to be an exciting run to the finish here. It's been a great race here so far today from Kansas. You wonder how long Evan here is going to hold this bad boy out. Let's see. Will Bustler, actually Tanner Thusch is the closest. He's 16 seconds behind. So at this point, he would take the lead through this, but completely different strategies now, as those guys have been out for almost 15 laps on those, newer tires, as these guys still 53 laps into this run out in the front. Todd Liston now going to go for the lead. The 87 is our new leader here. Todd Liston putting it into the front. Watch out, Evan. You got the wizard behind you. Surely going to cast a spell. Do something. Do what he needs to do. we have seen. He will throw it on in there. He will throw it in reverse for thirst, literally. He's a masher. He's a masher. Certainly these guys can't run it all the way to that halfway point. Kyle looking to try to get a bonus point for leading a lap. Let's see if he can get out ahead of the 87, as it looks like Tomlinson in that 87 machine going to head on into the pits now. Kyle holds it out. Does Evan take it in? He does. Scott's going to stay out. Looks like Roy Crocker stays out. William Sharp as well. Christian Ruse elects to keep it out now. As the Wizard putting himself in front, keeping it steady, keeping it clean. Mike Hamlin with some fresh tires going to try to work around that 9. I say fresh tires, he's 15 laps into the run now. It's going to be interesting to see how these guys make it by with the difference of strategies here. See how long the 9 elects to keep it out here on the track as well. As he does not show signs of heading in, he keeps it out across the line. Still your leader, the 9 of Kyle Westwood. Scott Schroeder in second place, keeps it out there as well. Looks like Roy Crocker and William Sharp right there with it. Those guys with fresher tires, newer tires, I should say. 12, 13 seconds respectfully behind these guys. Westwood still out. Let's head into the machine here with him. And is he safe through the corners? How is he able to keep it out this long? And he's got to bring it on in now. Schroeder brings it on down the line as well. So Marquis Smith is going to put it back into the front of this one. Smith pushing out in front, doing a great job. Tanner Thues just about a second behind him. Chummy not for position. He's a couple laps down right now. He's going to keep that out. That's a man. He's not giving up. He's going to run here. He's going to try to get points for the team. He's a team guy. You got to love that big heart there. As we come around, it'll be 3 to go to that halfway point. These guys keeping a nice steady run up. Lap 64 of 130. So we know that you can't make it to that halfway point, but you wonder what the strategy is going to be here. I would say maybe if these guys have an early caution off of the restart, you pit then for your set, because it's been a fairly clean race. You've had that one incident to begin with. I do believe at the end of this, we'll see the yellow flag come out. No bonus points to Marquise, but he has been fast here today. He's on it. He will take the first stint. We'll see these guys possibly make a run in for some fresh tires and see what they get done here.
Yellow, yellow, yellow.
As there it is, the caution flies halfway through here with the NSRL Chummy Motorsports Cup Series. They're lining it up. We'll be back to racing here to be lap 71 of 130. The 22 of Marquis Smith. The 4 of Tanner Thues. Going to start in the front here.
Green flag.
Green flag is back out. We are underway with the action. The 22 and the 4 of Smith and Thues fire off. They are even at the line. What a restart for both of these guys. The 10 of Will Bustler, the 3 of Dave Hunt behind them, ready to charge through. 10 of Will Bustler using the advantage of that low side on the restarts as the 22 moves up in front of the 4, Tanner Thues. The 9 of Kyle Westwood going to work around Todd Liston back there a little ways. 10, meanwhile, Will Bustler pushing on Tanner Thues here, trying to make it up that track, trying to get up top there. They're rocking, they're rolling the 64 down to the low side of Dave Hunt. A battle for 4th place. See if McFadden can work his way around that 3 machine. What's going on, DJ Pete? Dave Hunt up at that top side. He works around the 64, just inching by. They were awfully close. Keeping it nice and steady as they line it up now after that restart. Top 5, Marquis Smith, Tanner Thues, Will Bustler, Dave Hunt, and Cody McFadden. Kyle Westwood right outside of that top 5 mark. .22 is Smith trying to hold off that 4 as these two are really pushing away from the field. There you go. A little Vegas, nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that at all. Thues going to try to hold on to that 22, not let him go too far out ahead. Again, that clean air just really looking to be beneficial here in this one. They are lined out now. Tanner Thues trying to get around when those tires are good and fresh as they are warmed in now. Falling back just a little bit. See if he can get back on attack mode on that 22. guys having some fun today, no doubt about it. Let's see where the action's happening as Roy Crocker tries to reel in the 28 of Hamlin. See if he's able to get around him. Six of Crocker now all by himself. Got a caution here. That's what Rick wanted to see. We watch the 8 of Taylor Gentry. Got loose out of the turn. He kept it going. You see Evan really caught him. See. So we try to catch what happened here. Apologize for the inconvenience. Watch the 77 here. They're putting the smoke back in the car. So we try to find that caution here. Not sure where it happened, honestly. There it is. The 29 into the wall comes down on Sharp. That's what brought out the yellow. And we are under caution. It's lap 82 of 130. Got a couple to go. About ready to head back to the action as the green flag flies. It's lap 84 of 130. The 3 of Dave Hunt versus the 22 of Smith. They're going at it, getting it down, having some fun again. Like I said, these guys always have a blast out there. Tanner Thues making a run to that inside. Going to go 3 wide there. Hamlin close. Tanner's going to look to the low side now as he crosses over the 28 of Hamlin. He's looking 3 wide. Can they hold it steady? Hamlin moves up the track just a bit. He keeps it clear out of the 3 there as they are still 3 wide through the corner. Across the line, Hamlin going to back out of that one and put himself above Cody McFadden. Thought not just yet, as wasn't quite clear the 4, trying to rip through and get it done. He is sticking it to these guys as he wants that clean air. He does not want that 22 machine to push any farther out ahead right now. Tanner Thues going to throw it in to the turn, and on the exit of 4, he is clean, he is clear, he is the leader across the line. It's lap 86 of 130. Look at them go here. They're having an absolute blast out there. They're tearing it up, having fun doing it. Crosses the line. He is way out ahead now. Half second, a little over a half second. Let's head back to that battle for 5th place as the 10 of Will Bustler into the wall. Kyle Westwood down to the low side. That's 4th, actually. Roy Crocker going to work around Will Bustler there as well. Now Kyle Westwood trying to get himself around the 3 machine of Dave Hunt. Working to the low side. Let's see what he's got as Dave gets into the wall just a hair. That's going to allow the 9 of Kyle Westwood that momentum. Put himself out in front of his teammate, Dave Hunt. And now Marquis in a different situation as Kyle working around him. Marquis had that clean air for so long, and now that car could be feeling a little different, as now he's got Kyle in front of him. He's going to look back to the low side. A little crossover attempt by the 22 of Smith on Westwood, the Wizard. Can't get him as that top side shows to be dominant yet again. They're battling a little farther back here. Let's go back to that battle with Evan Ethel, Dave Hunt, and Will Bustler, it looks like. And those 3 digging away. It's lap 91 of 130. 40 laps remain here at Kansas Speedway. Evan working that low side, catching the back of Will Bustler. Kyle Westwood, in the meantime, trying to leave that 22 machine behind and push his way to the front, make himself relevant again. Can he do it? Kyle still digging, trying to catch the backside of the leader, Tanner Thuse, but he is taking away with it. Bustler battling with Marquise Smith now as Marquise out of that top spot, looking to fall off a little as he's showing to be a tad bit loose through the corner there. Let's see what Will Bustler's doing as we hear these engines. Sounds beautiful there. And he crossed the line, and it's now lap 98 of 130. See where the action is. It looks like Dave Hunt gonna battle. Look at this. Play me a song, Schroeder. Play me a song. He's charging up to the front again. The 07 to Scott making some things happen. We got another caution in the air. Let's see what happened this time. Oh, baby. We try to find the cause for the pause in this one. .22 up to that top side, just losing it on the exit of the turn. Takes it under that apron. Tries to hold on to it, but just couldn't get it. And that brings out the yellow flag. It's going to be 30 to go at the line. We're under caution here. It's lap 101 of 130. Scott elects to stay out with Tanner Thues, so those two keeping out on some older tires. Everybody behind them with some newer rubber. Let's see how this works out for these fellas in the front. Getting ready to head back to the action here. The pace car will make his way off this time by. Let's see how the 07, Scott Schroeder up to that top side. In the 4, Tanner Thues down below. Hold off with the field behind him. Ready to go with a new set of tires. Tires, tires, tires. What's going on, Tegan? Saw some stoofers out while watching the Tribe last night. Reminded me of you. I'll have to get some creamy mac and cheese from Stoufas. Green flag flies. The 07 and the 4 take off. The top side getting a little slower start there. The 64 McFadden looks to the inside of Kyle. Kyle says no. No way, no how. The 07 going to fall back just a hair now. As up in the front, Tanner Thues, Roy Crocker go at it. Roy Crocker taking to the low side. Looks like he's going to take that advantage down there. He's going to head up atop of the 4. Now, meantime, the 9 in the middle. In the 87 of Todd Liston, down below, Tanner Thues going up to that wall. He's in it. He's in it. He's in it. Oh, he's back in it. He's out. He keeps it steady, keeps it moving. Unfortunate there for him. We're 3 wide up near the front again. Todd Liston up in that front spot. Right now, Rick, he's sitting in P11. The 9 of Westwood looks to the low side. Can he make it ahead of Will Bustler? He does. He's going to move up to that top side. Oh, the 64 McFadden into the grass. Let's watch him. Can he get it back up to the track safely? Pulls in front of, not in front of Chummy, pulled down below Chummy. He's good, he's good, he's safe. Unfortunate there for him. These guys keep it steady, keep it moving. Guys doing it up here. They're doing it up. 6 gets a little crooked through the corner. They keep it steady, though. They keep a nice, solid pace. Crocker, he's catching up to the 87, excuse me. He's making it happen. Let's see if he can get around there. Here comes the 22. He has been fast all day long. He's going to work himself under the 6 machine of Roy Crocker. He gets there. Let's see if the 87 of Liston can hold off Marquise Smith As they hit the line, it's lap 109 of 130. They're pushing. They're having a great time out here side by side. Again, that dirty air, I think, is really affecting that 22. He showed the speed early out in the front for that lead, I should say. As Todd making that car as wide as he possibly can. You wonder if he can hold on to his tires doing that. He's doing a great job at the moment, feeding both Roy and the 22 of Marquise Smith that dirty air, keeping them behind him. Great play by Todd Liston at the moment to, like I said, defend that lead. He is making that bad boy as wide as you possibly can. Watch from the inside of the 22 machine as he battles out here the last 20 laps. Let's see what these guys can get done. Catching the backside of the 6 of Crocker, but can they get around Todd Liston up in the front? Gonna be an absolute heck of a finish here. They can keep it green, keep this going throughout the end of it. .22 and 6 going at it here. Across the line, Crocker still ahead of the 22 of Marquise Smith. And still sitting there behind the 87 of Todd Liston, who's sitting in the lead right now. .22 trying to get to that backside of Crocker, showing to be tough as it'll be 15 to go this time by. .22 crossing the line. It looks like these guys falling back from the leader now. Todd Liston did his job, kept that bad boy wide. Here's the big story here. Can this 5 machine of Evan Ethel make a charge? He's had some long run speed here today. He's got Dave Hunt, Marquise Smith around him. Can this 38 put himself in the podium? It's going to be a great run to the end. We want to see it green. We want to see it mean. Let's see who's got it here at the end of this run. It has been a fantastic day of racing here. No doubt about that. They're putting it down in a barn burner. There's the 38. Evan Ethel working his way around Dave Hunt in that 3 machine. Evan Ethel's up into 4th place. Let's see what he's got. Get it, Evan. Get it. The 38, he's going to push with 11 laps remaining. Like I said, he's had a strong run here all day throughout this long run. The 38 has shown the speed. Let's see if he's got what it takes to catch the backside of Marquise Smith in the 22 here, as they got 10 to go at the line. 10 to go. Evan's pushing this bad boy. He is whipping this horse in the end of the run. He's inching closer and closer. Evan Ethel finds himself on the podium position now. Can he hold on to it? He charges around that 22. Again, looking like he got shot out of a cannon. Can he catch the back of the 6 of Roy Crocker? Evan saying, do not wreck. Do not wreck. If anybody wrecks, the 38 is coming after you. I'm coming after you. This man deserves it right here. Let's see if he can capture it. Not trying to take away from the 87 of Todd Liston running a fantastic race right now. But this is the Cinderella story as the 38 of Evan Ethel 1 lap closer to a podium finish here today with the NSRL. My goodness, what a run. See what he's got. He'll come around. It'll be 5 laps remaining. Dave Hunt sitting about 2 seconds behind Evan. Evan just got to keep it clean. He's got to keep it steady. He's got to keep it on the track. Don't let the pressure get to you now, Evan. You've ran a great race. Let's see what you got. Four laps to go here at Kansas. Evan Ethel inching closer to the backside now of Roy Crocker. Can he catch him? Meanwhile, I predicted Kyle Westwood with a P8 finish. He's sitting 2 ahead of that prediction. All it takes is one slip up from the Wizard, and he is sitting back in P8 here with 3 to go. Evan Ethel closer and closer to this first podium finish here with the NSRL Chummy Motorsports Cup Series. What a run this has been for that 38 machine. Just because Ross is here on his lunch break. 2 to go here. Presented by Ross's favorite, Coca-Cola. Sure, why not? Roy Crocker pushing out his Evan not catching the backside of Roy anymore, but at this point, he's worried about his rear view. Evan wants to put this in the top 3. They're coming around to the white flag. Tomlinson will follow around with him as he crosses the line. ButtKicker Gamer 2, immerse yourself in the game. Feel what you've been missing. The final lap is upon us. Coming down the backstretch, the 87 has a lifetime of what it seems behind himself. Or in between himself and Roy Crocker, I should say. Into 3 and 4, the 87 gets a smooth run out. He's going to cross the line in the front, the 87 of Tomlinson. Roy Crocker in second. Evan Ethel! Yeah! Takes P3! Get it, baby! Get it, baby! Yeah! What a run! Gotta be excited for Evan Ethel and the 38 machine. Woo! Let's chat to these guys here in the Elite Performance Podium Finishers. This is it. Tomlinson takes the win. Roy Crocker and Evan Ethel. Let's see what they gotta say. I'd be doing burnouts if I'm the 38 right now. I'd be all jacked up. Let's see. Let's find them. Oh, we can't do that. Let's move you up. We'll move you up to the broadcast here. Evan Ethel, baby! What's going on?
Hey, finally got that podium.
You said you can't wait for it, and boom, it happens just like that. What a run today. You kept it smooth, you kept it consistent, and you had that long run speed. That's what got you by there at the end. Run us through that, Evan.
Yeah, I mean, I was running the low line the whole day, so it seemed like that seemed to save the tires the most. Seemed like everyone was just running their right rear off, running the high sign.
They kept it steady, though. Kept it clean. Man, what a fun race that was. How was the car feeling? I heard a couple guys say it was a little loose today.
Oh, yeah, it would be really loose if you're running that high line. I was trying that in practice, and I would spin it after like 10 laps, so just decided to run the low line to see if that would help, and it seemed to save the right rear.
Save the right rear, but what about the right front? Was that thing pretty wore out come the end of this one?
After like that long run, I think my right front was at 77%. It was the right rear that was down in the 50s.
You're a masher like Kyle. You're just mashing it out of the turns there. What a run by the 38 of Evan Ethel. Congrats to you, sir. You deserve it. Who do you want to thank for getting it all done, man?
Well, I mean, I got to thank Kyle and all the rest of the admins for putting on these races. You for broadcasting, because, I mean, you got to get the word out.
What a run it was. Congrats to you, sir. Go Cowboys.
Yes, sir.
Gotta love it. Evan Ethel with that third place finish. What a run. Congrats, sir.
Thank you, sir.
You got it. That's what we wanted to see. Evan Ethel getting on the podium here. Let's talk to P2 now. We'll see what they got to say about this run here. Roy Crocker in P2. Roy, you did it without taking Kyle Westwood out. Not sure I would have done the same thing, but what a run here in that 6 machine. Again, you just kept it clean. You kept it steady. Run us through that one.
Man, it was at first I just felt like I had a parachute on my car. It just would not go, and I was even asking the drivers, "Y'all see damage on my car?" But there wasn't none. I don't know. But the second half of the race, it came to me. I'm real proud of Todd. That was a great run. Seeing him come back and win it like that, hell of a fashion. Seeing Evan finish like that too. Kind of proud of these guys. You know, they used to be my old teammates, so my hat goes off to them.
Absolutely. You're in an old teammate sandwich, and meanwhile, old Westwood just sitting back taking you out. It makes you wish you were back with the United Sim Racing team, doesn't it?
Yeah, I definitely for sure would have wrecked him for sure if I was,
Absolutely.
No, I'm kidding.
What a run there. Roy, what a fantastic run as always. You look to put yourself in the playoffs now. It's going to be a good run here to the end. Congrats to you. Who do you want to thank for getting it all done, man?
And thank my wife let me come up here and play this, and the league, Kyle putting this on, I know it can get kind of taxing at times, and you doing the broadcast and teammates, talking us through strategy and stuff. It's a lot of fun, man. I like doing this.
Absolutely. That's how good of a guy Roy Crocker is. He thanked his teammates even after wrecking him. What a run, Roy. Congrats to you. We'll look forward to seeing you push through in the playoffs now.
All right, man. Thanks.
Absolutely. Let's go down and talk to the winner, Tomlinson, who made his car as wide as Texas at that last restart. Tomlinson, what a run, sir.
Well, I know. I don't know where.
My goodness. Talk us through that last restart. Man, you made that car about 17 lanes wide, and you did it clean doing it. How do you do such like that and save those tires?
Well, honestly, I was watching Evan right before that caution, and I was watching him take the low line after about 10 laps or so. He just blew right by me. So I'm thinking, all right, the track's cooled down. It might be worth going down there and giving it a shot. And it just felt like a glove the whole time. I didn't even start getting loose until the last 5 laps or so.
I mean, you stuck that bad boy. You kept that dirty air switching between those drivers. Was that the strategy as they were both trying to make their way around you, one on the high side, one on the low, just to kind of dump a little bit of air to both of those guys?
Yeah, I was definitely trying to play the lanes there coming out. I didn't want either of them to get a good enough run on me to pull alongside, because once I lost, the dominance of the full track, I figured one of them would get around me at least.
I don't blame you there. Well played. What a run for the 87. We're going to see you push through in the playoffs. Am I correct?
Yep. I'm back now. This is actually my first race on Starlink internet, because we just moved and we don't have any landline options. So I guess there's a satellite option now available for people who want to race and stuff like that. So that's pretty cool.
There you go. The 87 on a new line, a new internet. Well, he got him faster there. He puts himself into victory lane. Congrats to you, sir. Anybody you want to thank for getting it all done?
Thanks. I'd like to thank Indy Auto Sport and Sim Racer Coin, which are our sponsor, and obviously Starlink, because I wouldn't be able to make it back for the playoffs if they hadn't got me set up there. And I'd like to thank my wife and my family for tuning in and supporting me all the time.
What a run by the 87. Congrats to you, Tomlinson, on a fantastic win here today.
Thank you, Shawn, and thanks for the awesome broadcast you put on every week.
Well, thank you, sir. Appreciate the kind words. And that is all we got for you guys here today. You guys are the best. Thank you so much for tuning in here to CWTV. We appreciate it. And as always, Kyle, sign us off here.
Yeah, it was weird with
Kyle, sign us off